So if you're looking for a piece of really strong plywood to use for a structural application, this is what I would go with. This is Baltic Birch. Baltic Birch is extremely strong, more dimensionally stable than the type of plywood that you would just buy at Home Depot or Lowe's. You can see how many plies are in there. There's 11 plies on this one. This is a 1/2-inch piece versus the equivalent 1/2-inch like standard piece of sheathing plywood that you'd buy at the hardware store. Only has 4 plies. And most hardware store plywood is made out of pine, which is a soft and relatively weak wood as compared to birch, much harder and much stronger. One consideration that you got to take into account when you buy this stuff is it's only sold in metric thicknesses. If it's sold as 1/2-inch, it's a 12mm piece. So this is a 1/2-inch piece, sold as 1/2-inch, but if you actually take calipers to it, it's exactly 12mm, slightly less than a 1/2-inch. So that's just something to keep in mind when you're actually going out to buy this stuff. What we're going to do with this today is we're going to replace this piece that came off of our recliner, and it's clearly not strong enough to hold up to my 30-pound kid standing on it. So you can see it's busted right in the middle there. I believe this is just particle board. We're going to pull this fabric off and see what it is, but we're going to replace it with a piece of Baltic Birch that's going to be significantly stronger. So I was surprised to see that this is actually plywood that they put in here, but this is like the cheapest, lightest type of plywood that you can get, and clearly not very strong at all. So you look at how much this flexes compared to the piece of Baltic Birch that we're about to put in there, and do the same amount of force. I mean, it doesn't flex at all. So this is going to be a much better replacement. Here's the recliner. He's got a happy stoner face. Hey, little buddy. Hey, little happy stoner face. Anyway, the wood piece goes right here. We've just installed it and screwed it in. So there's your piece of Baltic Birch right under there. And got some foam tape here to soften up those corners a little bit. And that's going to be significantly stronger than what we had there before.